You're sitting in a one-on-one. Your manager nods at your update, says good work, then moves on. No feedback, no next assignment. Just air. That silence is not neutral. It is a career signal. Your boss may be accelerating you, maintaining you, or quietly capping your growth. Today's cheat code is simple. Stop treating your manager like weather. Evaluate them like a career asset with upside, risk, and a timeline. Meet Maya, product analyst 28, 2 years at a profitable software company, strong reviews, same title, same work, same polite praise. Her manager Dan approved PTO fast. He never yelled. He seemed nice. That made the trap harder to see. Maya thought a good boss meant low drama. Then a peer got the launch project she wanted, with worse metrics and better sponsorship. Gallup found managers account for at least 70% of the variance in employee engagement across business units. That is not vibes, that is leverage. Gallup also found only about 1 in 10 people have high natural talent to manage. Translation? Great managers are scarce, not standard equipment. Beat. So Maya stopped asking, "Do I like Dan?" She asked the sharper question, "Is Dan increasing my market value?" Your manager controls 4 levers: work, feedback, development time, and reputation. Ms. 1, you slow down. Ms. 3, you stall. Work is the biggest lever, not tasks. Work, the messy project, executive-facing problem, cross-functional fire drill that proves you can operate bigger. Feedback is the second lever. If your boss only says nice job, they are withholding the map. Compliments feel good. Specific criticism pays. Development time is the third. Training that happens after midnight is not development. It is homework your company outsourced to your personal life. Reputation is the fourth. Your name has to travel into rooms you are not in. Managers either carry it there or they do not. Maya ran a manager audit after a Tuesday one-on-one. 4 columns. Stretch work. Specific feedback. Development support. Visibility. In stretch work, Dan scored low. Maya owned recurring dashboards. Useful, yes. Promotable, no. Nobody gets promoted for maintaining invisible machinery forever. In feedback, Dan scored lower. His notes were soft. Be more strategic, build presence, strengthen influence. Translation, fog with a badge. In development, Dan was neutral. He said courses were available, then booked meetings over learning blocks whenever the team got busy. In visibility, Dan was the problem. He presented Maya's analysis to directors, but rarely let Maya present the recommendation herself. That is the maintenance manager. Friendly, stable, low conflict, keeps the team running. But they do not build launch ramps. Sharp and hail, the dangerous part? Maintenance managers feel safe until you compare your calendar with someone being sponsored. An Accelerator manager does 4 things. They name the next level, assign proof work, give blunt feedback, and say your name when opportunities open. You can spot them by their calendar. Their team members lead meetings above their title. Their one-on-ones produce decisions, not emotional weather reports. Gallup reported that a supervisor seen as getting in the way of growth is the strongest turnover intent predictor among development barriers. LinkedIn's 2025 Workplace Learning Report says career progress is people's top motivation to learn. People do not want random courses. They want movement. A blocker manager is different. They hoard information, keep you dependent, punish visibility, and make your ambition feel inconvenient. Blockers say things like, "We need you focused here." They mean, "Your growth creates work for me, so I am slowing it down." Maya tested Dan with 1 sentence. "What work would make you comfortable recommending me for senior analyst 6 months from now?" That question is clean. It asks for proof. It gives a timeline. It forces your manager to reveal whether they can sponsor you. Dan answered, "Just keep doing what you're doing." Sounds supportive, actually useless. You cannot execute vague approval. Maya followed with the second sentence. "What are the 2 metrics or behaviors that would change your confidence?" Now Dan had to choose. If he named specifics, she had a path. If he dodged again, she had a diagnosis. He dodged. He said visibility is complicated and timing matters. That is corporate fog, Maya wrote down. Maintenance. Possible blocker. Here is your move if you have an accelerator. Do not coast. Bring them evidence every month and ask for sharper assignments. Say, "I want the next role. Here are 3 outcomes I delivered. Which gap would make you hesitate to recommend me?" Then shut up. Let the silence work. A real accelerator will point to a skill, stakeholder metric, or scope problem. Your job is to convert feedback into proof. If they say executive communication, ask for one director meeting you can lead this month. If they say scope, ask to own a work stream with a deadline, budget impact, or cross-functional dependency. Bigger scope beats more tasks. If they say judgment, ask to rate the recommendation, not just pull the data. Judgment gets evaluated where options collide. Gallup found less than half of U.S. employees participated in training or education for current job skills in 2024. Development is not automatic. So protect development time like client work. Put the learning block on your calendar, tie it to a business outcome, and defend it. If your manager is maintenance, you need structure. They are not malicious. They are passive. Passive managers require scripts, receipts, and deadlines. Lower voice. Do not wait for them to remember your career. They have budget meetings, headcount drama, and their own manager breathing down their neck. Use a monthly proof memo, 3 bullets, outcome, evidence, next ask. Send it before your one-on-one so the conversation starts above 0. Example? Reduce churn risk backlog by 18%. Evidence attached. Next ask. Lead the renewal risk review with sales leadership next month. Notice the move. You are not asking to be developed in general. You're connecting business value to a visible next assignment. If they say maybe, ask, what would need to be true for this to happen by the next review cycle? That phrase turns delay into conditions. Conditions can be met. Vague hesitation cannot. You are forcing the bottleneck into daylight. Now, if your manager is a blocker, stop trying to win them over with extra output. Blockers eat output and still deny progress. Gallup reported global employee engagement fell from 23% to 21% in 2024, while manager engagement fell from 30 to 27. Gallup estimated that 2024 engagement decline cost the world economy $438 billion in lost productivity. Bad management is expensive. A blocker needs a containment plan. Keep delivering. Keep receipts. Stop giving them exclusive control over your reputation. Build skip-level visibility before you need rescue, not by complaining, by sending a tight quarterly update tied to business outcomes. Try this. Here are the customer problem, the action I led, the measurable result, and the risk I am watching next. Keep it boring, factual, useful. Executives trust people who reduce ambiguity. They tune out people who sound trapped in personal drama. Small laugh, and yes, this feels political, because it is, not slimy politics, survival politics. Your work needs witnesses. Also build peer advocates. The product lead, sales manager, or operations partner who can say, Maya made this project move. Cross-functional credibility breaks a blocker's monopoly. When more people have evidence of your impact, one manager cannot quietly erase you. Give the blocker a fair shot. Ask for the path once. Ask for specifics twice. Then move from persuasion to options. Options mean internal transfer, new manager, new team, or external search. Loyalty to a bottleneck is not maturity. It is career drag. In interviews, audit the manager before you accept. Ask, how do you decide who gets stretch assignments on this team? Ask, tell me about someone who grew into a bigger role under you. Listen for a real person, real project, real promotion. If they speak only in philosophies, be careful. If they describe a specific employee's path, you may have found an accelerator. Ask future teammates too. What feedback do you get here? Who presents to leadership? What happened to the last person promoted? Their hesitation tells you plenty. People will not always warn you directly, but pauses, careful wording, and vague smiles are data. Maya moved after 90 days. Same company, new director, messy pricing project, weekly feedback, real exposure. 6 months later, senior analyst. Dan was not evil, that matters. A manager can be kind and still cap you. Intent does not cancel impact. If this episode helps, send it to one friend comparing jobs right now. The manager question may save them a year. Here is the audit for your next one-on-one. 1. Am I getting proof work? 2. Am I getting specific feedback? 3. Is development protected? 4. Does my name travel upward? Score each green, yellow, or red. Do it today. Green means accelerate the partnership. Yellow means manage with structure. Red means build visibility elsewhere and start creating options. Your boss is not just approving PTO, they are allocating career oxygen. Treat that relationship like strategy, not scenery. Cheatcode, do not play the manager lottery blind. Diagnose the asset, manage the risk, and leave the table when the odds stay bad.